Here's another neat little lock we don't often run into here in the United States, but in Europe and in Africa run into these all the time. And I remember the first time I saw one of these in Europe, I thought, oh my God, I have no idea where to begin. And in fact, the high security manual that came out recently listed these discus locks as some of the most difficult, some of the most secure. This one happens to be an ABUS. This one is made in Germany. A Diskus 24-60, 60 millimeters across being the dimension, and model 24. It's stainless, and these things, if you look on eBay, you can find some of these that are 50 or 60 years old. The design really hasn't changed. This is if there is a European equivalent of Master Lock, I think in terms of common, this is it. It's a sealed unit. You can see it's welded down the side. It does have a couple drain holes, but once they weld it, that's it. It's not coming open. You can't change the core. This one is brand new. They recently, I guess about 3 or 4 years ago, started coming with this little plastic protective cover to keep the weather out. And that's how it works. Just it rotates that hasp out of the way sideways. Kind of a neat design. Some of them are tight because of the tolerance is here, and some of them are, like this one, pretty loose. And that's really what tends to screw people up. When I have guys that are having trouble with opening discus locks, it's generally because they've chosen one where it has a very tight fit, and they might not realize how much tension is necessary to overcome it. So if at all possible, before you pick it, try the key, and that'll give you an idea of how much tension you're going to be needing. Now this one happens to be the Y keyway, but this is the small version. I think it's the Y11 equivalent. And again, because of the small size of that particular key, there's no way we can put a tension wrench in the bottom of there and still hope to have any room to manipulate anything. So I'm going to go with top of the tension. This is one I made out of a piece of spring steel. Just cut it down so it fits in the top of all the Y11s. Keep it in your kit, and that way you can use it on all Y11s, no matter who made it. Okay, it's kind of weird to hold on to. Just apply a little bit of tension, and then just stick your pick in there. And these are almost always mushroom pins, so if you can go through and just find one that'll give you that false set, and then we have a false set. You can see it just rotated. It was like that. It rotated just a few degrees, and now the fun begins. The hard part is done. We've already got a false set. Now, like all other high security locks, let's go in there and figure out where the security pins are and which one is begging to be picked. So I like to go to the rear, and I'll just move forward, seeing what I can feel. Okay, I'm getting on pin number 1 there. You'll notice, watch my tension finger, I'm getting a little bit of feedback. So that tells me it's a mushroom, not serrated, or could be a spool as well. So I'm going to apply constant pressure to the pin, and I'm going to hold the pressure constant and then release tension with my left finger and just let it move into place. And I think that did it. Okay, so we got one set. Let's find the next one. I like to go to the rear, move forward. Okay, we got back to a serious false set. Now we've moved another degree or 2, so we bumped in another one. I think that was probably 2. Back to the rear, start moving forward. I'm getting feedback on a couple here. I'm trying to find the strongest one, and that I think would be, I think I'm on pin 3. Let's nudge him in. And there we go. Nothing to it. So when you see these for the first time, don't be intimidated. It's nothing but a normal high security lock. The only odd part is that you have to hold it at a slightly weird angle and then watch your tension. If you pick it and you notice that it's tight, just apply a little bit more tension. That's all you need to do to overcome the imperfections during manufacturing. Anyway, thanks for your time. Everybody stay safe. And if you can get one of these, by the way, it'd be a good practice. They're pretty cheap. I think this one ran about $15. Stay safe and stay legal.